all reviews should be written in the first person. I definitely get the sense that we're past this era of art criticism on YouTube, but definitely when I was coming up, there was this almost mythic search for the perfect objective review, a sort of moral reflection of your ability to engage with art, and spoiler warning, that is definitionally impossible. An objective means you do a thing 100 times, and 100 times out of 100 you get the same result. If you throw an apple up, it will come down because of gravity. That cannot happen with art. Even if two people walk out of the same movie enjoying it, they will not like it for exactly the same reasons. I can make a video laying out my case for why I think a certain D&D campaign's climax failed to elicit tension, and a friend of mine who agrees with all the points I had to say on a thematic and storytelling level can think that that fight was engaging and fun to watch. A review is an entirely subjective experience. It is to lay your own thoughts and feelings bare. The subjective experience is not something to be shied away from. It is something to be embraced. And it is through the lens of the subjective that I would like to talk about moral oral. Because only discussing moral oral through a subjective lens can you understand that, much like the Bible Belt it is satirizing, moral oral exists in two worlds. Now, before I get too deep into the weeds of the subjective, I don't want to make the case that moral oral is only good if you have a certain background and perspective. That would be a gross underselling of the sheer talent that is on display. Moral Oral is a show that can take one-dimensional joke characters and within the runtime of 15 minutes turn them into three-dimensional people with a depth of character psychology and scars. They go from jokes to real people. But that is largely discussion of Moral Oral Season 3 and the ending of Season 2. Dear God, the ending of Season 2! Because the thing I have found is that when I try to share Moral Oral with friends who don't have a background like me, i.e. one who grew up in a church, they don't tend to make it to that part of the show. They'll watch Moral Oral and just think it's a quirky, edgy show, and the thing they don't have the opportunity to get if you do not come from a background involving the church is that large swaths of middle America are just like this. Moral Oral is a satire, yes, but in order to satire something, you have to be pointing at a truth. A truth that to some friends is as clear as day, whereas to others is this sort of muddied thing they have a second-hand knowledge of. I have a certain friend who has yet to finish the series not because they don't enjoy it, but because, quote, it reminds me too much of my life and I get too mad. And that is the power of the subjective experience. It is the difference between walking away from something you find to be technically sound and walking away from a piece of art that is never going to leave you. Oh geez, oh man, oh look at this, wow, another video, I'm back. Kind of been a hot minute for reasons I'll have to get into in a commentary video down the line. Let me know what you thought of this one. It was unscripted because I needed a change of pace, and also let me know if you want to hear me keep talking about Moral Oral, because I do have a back pocket idea that would require a script and look more like my usual output. Thank you for sticking around if you did. It's just been real hard to jump back on the YouTube wagon, but I don't want to not be here, so your viewership means the world to me. Really super important, can't express it. Thank you. And now I have to do the thing where I ask you to do the YouTube stuff. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really does help the channel so much. And I read all of the comments. I don't respond to all of them, but I do read them, and it is one of the things that really helps keep me do this thing, because I make no money. I'm rambling. I'm gonna go now. And again, just thank you for watching. Thank you, love you, bye!